Hello students, welcome back to Effortless Chemistry. Already we have started group 15 of the P block element, and in the last session we have discussed up to preparation and the properties of the ammonia. Now we will discuss oxides of nitrogen. This is a very important concept in group 15. Sometimes memory based question also coming from oxides of nitrogen in case of NEET also. So this is very important concept. Oxides of nitrogen. Oxides of nitrogen. Already we have discussed the oxides of group 15. In that one we know that nitrogen forms 5 oxides with the oxygen, that is nitrogen combines with oxygen to form 5 oxides. The first one is N2O, next one is N2O2, next one is N2O3, and next it is N2O4, and then N2O5. This is oxidation state +1, +2, +3, +4, and this is +5, and this is called as nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. The second one, N2O2, is called as nitric oxide. N2O3 is called as dinitrogen trioxide. N2O4 is called as dinitrogen tetroxide. N2O5 is dinitrogen pentoxide. So these are the oxides of nitrogen. Nitrogen forms what? 5 oxides with the oxygen. Already we have discussed that for the oxides of same element, the acidic nature is directly proportional to oxidation state. So that acidic nature of these oxides, acidic nature is directly proportional to the oxidation state of the nitrogen atom. So in this case you can see here oxidation state increases from +1 to +5, so that from here to here acidic nature increases. So the order of acidic nature is N2O greater than N2O2 greater than N2O3 greater than N2O4, which is greater than N2O5. This is what the order of acidic nature of these nitrogen oxides. Now we will write an important shortcut to remember all the properties of the oxides of nitrogen. Now already we know that first one is what? N2O, second one is N2O2, N2O3, N2O4, and N2O5. These are the 5 oxides formed by the nitrogen. Here this N2O2 can be equivalently written as 2 times of NO. This N2O2 is a dimeric form of NO. So that 2 times of NO combined together to form what? N2O2. And this NO, already we know that it is an odd electron molecule, so that octet is not satisfied over the nitrogen atom, hence it is unstable, and even it is having an unpaired electron. Due to presence of unpaired electron, what happens? It is paramagnetic in nature, and already we know that it is odd electron molecule it is unstable. Next thing is, even though it is having unpaired electron, it is what? Colorless gas. This is a colorless gas. Okay, this is paramagnetic. So it is being an odd electron molecule, it is unstable, so that to become stable it will undergo dimerization to form what? N2O2. Once it undergo dimerization, then it become as dimagnetic, because unpaired electron become as what? Paired electron. 11 electron become as 22 electron. Odd number of electron become as what? Even number of electrons here. And here also this N2O, this is called as laughing gas. This is called as laughing gas, and it is also colorless gas. It is. Okay. Next one is N2O3. This N2O3 is blue color solid. This is blue color solid. Again, in case of N2O4, this can be equivalently written as 2 times of NO2, because N2O4 is a dimeric form of NO2. Two molecules of NO2 combine together to form a single molecule of N2O4. And again, this NO2, we know that it is again odd electron molecule. Already according to octet rule, we know that in case of odd electron molecule, octet is not satisfied over the central atom, like this is. In case of nitrogen, octet is not satisfied, even it is being odd electron molecule. This nitrogen is having what? Again, unpaired electron. So this is paramagnetic in nature, and it is being odd electron molecule. In case of odd electron molecule, what happens? Octet is not satisfied over all atoms, so such molecules are unstable. That's why they readily undergo dimerization to form what? A stable N2O4 molecule here. Next, in this one, this is a paramagnetic odd electron molecule, and it is a brown color gas. Brown color gas. Okay. Next one. So on dimerization, what happens here? This N2O4 it becomes as what? Dimagnetic. This is paramagnetic. On dimerization, it becomes as what? Dimagnetic. Next, this N2O5, it is a colorless solid. Colorless solid. In solid state, it is present in the form of ionic nature, that is nitronium nitrate, NO2 plus and NO3 minus. It is present in the form of what? Cation and anion in the solid state. Now we will write these two. This is N2O and N2O2. These two are neutral gases. These two are what? Neutral gases. And these remaining three, these are coming under what? Acidic gases. These are what? Acidic in nature. Okay. Now again, this is brown color gas. Only NO2 is a brown color gas, not N2O4. On dimerization, it becomes as what? Colorless. This is colorless solid or liquid, but these three are acidic in nature and these two are neutral in nature. This is what oxides of nitrogen. Now we will discuss in detail one by one here. Okay. Already we know that these non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. What is the reason for that one? Non-metal oxides are acidic in nature because these non-metal oxides, on dissolving in water, they will give what? Oxoacids. We will see that one. Now already we know that non-metal oxides are acidic in nature because whenever they are dissolved in water, they will give what? Oxoacids. First one, you will take N2O is neutral oxide. This will not give any acid on reacting with water. Even NO is also what? This is being neutral, it will not give any oxoacid. Next we will go for N2O3. This N2O3, on dissolving in water, it gives nitrous acid. You see here, simply you can write H2 N2O4. H2 N2, total oxygen is 4. So that this can be equivalently written as 2 times of nitrous acid, that is 2 times of HNO2 here. So this is being acidic in nature. On dissolving in water, it gives what? Nitrous acid here. Okay. Next one is NO2. I will take this NO2, on dissolving in water, it gives 2 oxoacids, that is nitrous acid and nitric acid. Hence this NO2 is called as what? Mixed anhydride. Mixed anhydride. So that I will take 2 times of NO2, it gives what? H2 N2, and total is 5 oxygen, O5. So that this can be equivalently written as what here? HNO2 plus HNO3 plus HNO3 it is. Okay. Next one, simply you can take like this also. Otherwise you can take dimeric form of NO2, that is N2O4, H2O. This gives what? H2 N2 O5. This is nothing but HNO2 plus HNO3. Okay. Next one, you can take nitrogen, that is dinitrogen pentoxide. So this on dissolving in water, it gives what here? H2 N2O6. Total is N2, that is H2 N2 and O6. This can be written as 2 times of HNO3. That's why these non-metal oxides are called as what? Acidic, because on dissolving in water they will give what? Acids, nothing but oxy acids they will give here. Okay, next one. Now we'll discuss the preparation of these nitrogen oxides. The first one, preparation of oxides of nitrogen. First one we will discuss preparation of N2O, nitrous oxide, that is nothing but laughing gas. Already we know this one. This is laughing gas. This is obtained just by heating ammonium nitrate. It gives what? N2O plus 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, you form 2 moles of water. Okay, this N2O is obtained by heating ammonium nitrate. On heating ammonium nitrate, what happens? This forms what? N2O, 2 nitrogen, 1 oxygen here, 4 hydrogen combines with 2 oxygen to form 2 moles of water here. This is ammonium nitrate. Just by heating ammonium nitrate you will get N2O. Next one, second one, you will prepare NO, preparation of NO. Okay, this NO is obtained by the reaction of NaNO2 plus FeSO4 plus H2SO4. By the reaction of NaNO2, FeSO4 and H2SO4, you can prepare what? NO gas here. Here ferrous sulfate become as what? Ferric sulfate on treating with H2SO4. So first product I will write, it will form ferric sulfate, Fe 2 times and SO4 3 times. So that 2 Fe will write here, and sulfate 3 times required means 3 times of H2SO4. And now this nitrogen replaces hydrogen from the H2SO4 to form what? Here we will take 2 times. This is a 2 times of NaHSO4. Okay, now here what happens here? 4 hydrogens are there, and here you take 2 oxygen to form 2 moles of water, plus remaining is what? 2 times of NO it is. Okay, just by the action of NaNO2, FeSO4 and H2SO4 you can prepare what here? NO. This is what? The preparation of NO. Next one, the preparation of N2O3. This simply, this N2O3 is obtained by the reaction of NO and NO2. NO combines with NO2 to form what here? N2O3, or else you can write this reaction as 2 times of NO combines with its dimeric form is what? NO2 can be written as N2O4. So that now it will give what? 2 times of N2O3. 2 times of N2O3 it is. Okay, this is what preparation of N2O, NO and N2O3. Now we will go for preparation of NO2. Now the next one is what? We will prepare NO2. This NO2 is simply, it is obtained by heating lead nitrate. This is a PbNO3 2 times. This on heating I will take 2 times of lead nitrate. It gives 2 times of lead oxide, plus here 2 nitrogen means 2 into 2 is 4. 4 times of nitrogen is there. So that you will get 4 times of NO2 plus O2. This is what? The preparation of NO2. NO2 is obtained by what? Heating lead nitrate. If you heat lead nitrate, it undergo decomposition to give what? Lead oxide, NO2 and O2 it is. Now this N2O4, its dimeric form. N2O4 can be prepared by what? Simply you take 2 moles of NO2. This on cooling, it will undergo dimerization to form what? N2O4. If you heat this N2O4, again you will get back what? NO2. Okay, so this N2O4 is nothing but what? Dimeric form of NO2. Next one, N2O5. This N2O5 is prepared by the action of HNO3. 4 times of HNO3 reacts with P4O10. This P4O10 is nothing but what here? 2 times of P2O5 it is. 2 times of P2O5. Now, by the reaction of these two, will get what? N2O5. Here, 2 times of N2O5 will get, because one N2O5 contains 2 nitrogen. Here 4 nitrogens are there. You form 2 N2O5, and remaining is what? You will get 4 times of HPO3. Okay, this is what the preparation of oxides of the nitrogen. Now we will go for the structure of each individual oxide. It's a resonance structure. Okay, why they undergo dimerization, which is odd electron molecule. All these things we will discuss now. Now we will write the structures of all these oxides. First one we will take N2O. I will give a simple trick to write the structures of these nitrogen oxides. First you keep in mind, first you have to take what? Number of valence electrons in the each atom. Okay, already we know that N2 structure. N2 is what? Nitrogen is having 3 unpaired electron, 1 lone pair of electron. So that another nitrogen is having what? 3 unpaired electron and 1 lone pair of electron. First we will form a N2. Already we know that between the N2 there is a 3 bonds are formed between the N2. Next we have to add one oxygen. If I write oxygen here, this is having 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electron. It is having pair of electron. These pair of electron cannot form a single bond with unpaired electron. That's why this oxygen is having what? Just 2 electron less than octet. Yes or no? So since it is having just 2 electron less than octet, there is a formation of what? Coordinate bond between this nitrogen and oxygen. Now this can be written as, alright, okay. Now you take these 2 electrons here, so that then what happens? These 2 electrons are moving here. Bonded pairs are given to the nitrogen. These lone pair of electrons are given to the next bond. What we can write here? This is a nitrogen. Here you will get what? A double bond, and between this nitrogen and oxygen you will get again a double bond, oxygen. 2 electrons are given. How many are remaining here? 4 electrons are remaining on the oxygen. Next here already one lone pair is there. Another bond pair is coming, so that you can write another 2 lone pair of electrons like this. This is what the structure of N2O. You can write it like this also or like this also. So what is the structure of N2O here? You can write it like this also, N triple bond, N a single bond oxygen, or else this can also be written as what? N double bond N double bond O. Here 2 lone pair of electrons and here 2 lone pair of electrons like this. You will get a formal charge on the nitrogen. This is positive and this is what? Negative here, and the formal charge on this oxygen is 0. Okay. So what is the structure of this N2O? It is having linear shape. This is what you can write the structure of N2O. Now we will go for second one. I will write NO molecule. Already according to the octet rule we know that this molecule is having odd number of electron. Nitrogen is having 5 electron, oxygen having 6 electron. Total number of electrons is 11. So that it is odd electron molecule. Already according to the octet rule we know that if it is an odd electron molecule, octet is not satisfied over all the atoms. That we will write now. This nitrogen atom, it is having 3 unpaired electrons and 1 lone pair of electron. I will write oxygen. Oxygen is having 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electron. By the mutual sharing of these unpaired electron, there is a formation of what? 2 bonds here. Now you can see here, octet is satisfied over the oxygen, 4 electrons and surrounding 4 electrons. That is nothing but 2 bonds are there, 4 electrons, and these 2 lone pair of electrons are what? Again 4 electron. Total is 8 around the oxygen here. 8 around the oxygen. Now if you go for nitrogen, 2 electron, 3 electron. Surrounding this nitrogen, 2 bonds are there, means 4 electron. 4, 6, 7. Okay, only 7 electrons are there. That's why octet is not satisfied over the nitrogen atom. This is called as what? Odd electron molecule. Hence it is an odd electron molecule. It is unstable because octet is not satisfied over the nitrogen atom. This is because of so because of this, what happens here? This NO, it undergo what? Dimerization. So that 2 moles of NO combine together to form what? 1 mole of N2O2. Every 2 molecules of NO combine together to form 1 molecule of N2O2. So this is having unpaired electron, already it is odd electron molecule, so that it is having 11 electrons. On dimerization it becomes as what? Even number of electrons, that is 22 electrons. This is even number, so that NO, this is a paramagnetic. Now this becomes as what? Dimagnetic. N2O2 is what? Dimagnetic in nature. That's why NO being odd electron molecule, it is unstable, it undergo dimerization to form stable N2O2 with even number of electrons. Okay, this is what the structure of NO. Now we will discuss the structure of N2O3. N2O3, that is nothing but dinitrogen trioxide. First one I will write this nitrogen, it is having what? 3 unpaired electrons. I will take 2 nitrogen atoms. Okay, so these are the 2 unpaired electrons, another 2 unpaired electron. Total this nitrogen having 3 unpaired, and it's also having what? 3 unpaired electron, 1 lone pair of electron and 1 lone pair of electron. Now you form a simple covalent bond between 2 nitrogen atoms. Okay, 2 nitrogens you have taken, you connect 2 oxygen atom to each nitrogen. Now you connect oxygen atom to each nitrogen atom. This oxygen is having what? 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electron, so that there is a formation of what? A double bond between the nitrogen. And next one, you will take oxygen, 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electrons are there. So this is undergoing what? Mutual sharing to form what? A double bond between the nitrogen and oxygen. We have 3 oxygen here. Now we have to connect another oxygen to any one of these 2 nitrogen. I will take another oxygen here, so that this oxygen is having what? Again 6 valence electrons, 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electron. One thing you keep in mind always, suppose if I write these 2 unpaired electrons here, I cannot form a double bond between these 2, because these are pair of electrons and these are what? Unpaired electrons. So what I will do is, since this oxygen is having just 2 electrons less than the octet, I will form a coordinate bond between the nitrogen and oxygen. So this is what the structure of N2O3. This can also be written as, a resonance structure of this one is, you can write like this. These lone pair of electrons are given to this bond and these electrons are going back to this oxygen. What we can write here? This is nitrogen. You can form a double bond with oxygen, so that you can write 2 lone pair of electrons as it is. Out of 6 electrons, 2 electrons are given to the next bond. Next, this become as what here? Single bond. I will write like this. This is oxygen with 6 electrons like this. So that what is the formal charge on this oxygen here? This is having negative charge. And same thing here, this oxygen is also having what? A negative charge, that is a formal charge. Rest everything you have to write same. This nitrogen, okay, and this is a double bond as it is, oxygen, remaining 4 electrons as it is, here 1 lone pair of electron as it is. Okay, this is what the resonance structure of N2O3 here. Always you keep in mind one thing, whenever this nitrogen forms a 4th bond, it gets a positive charge as the formal charge on itself. Okay, so what is the maximum covalency of the nitrogen here? Maximum covalency of nitrogen is 4 here, because it is forming maximum 4 bond. Already we have discussed the maximum covalency of nitrogen is 4 in any compound. Always it will form 3 bond whenever a lone pair of electrons are available on the nitrogen. If the lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen are also involved in the bonding, then the maximum it can form 4 bonds, then it gets a positive charge as the formal charge here. This is what the structure of dinitrogen trioxide. So these are the resonance structures of this one. Okay, simply you can write like this. This is with a Lewis dot structure I have written. You can write it like this also, oxygen. You can write it like this also. This is the nitrogen. This is the double bond oxygen. Here also double bond oxygen, a single bond oxygen, and here lone pair of electrons as it is. This is the positive charge. Okay, and here in order to complete the octet, you write remaining 4 electron. Here you write 6 electrons. And here to complete the octet again you write what? 4 electrons. Okay, now you can write the resonance structure like that also. Okay, this is what the structure of N2O3. See here, each atom is having maximum 3 sigma bonds only. For example, this nitrogen if I take, this is having 1, 2, 3 sigma bond. Okay, so this molecule is what? Planar in nature. Okay, up to 3 sigma bond, each molecule is planar in nature. If the 4th sigma bond comes, then it becomes non-planar like the tetrahedral. Okay, this is what the structure of N2O3. The next one we will write that is NO2. This is very, very important. In NCERT there is a question from this oxide. Why NO2 undergo dimerization? Because NO2 is what? Odd electron molecule. We will see that one. NO2. First we will write the structure of NO. So this nitrogen having 3 unpaired electron like this. One lone pair of electrons are there, and I will take another oxygen here. Oxygen is having what? 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electrons. Okay, so this is the structure of NO. Already we know that these two undergo what? Mutual sharing of the electron. On the nitrogen again it is what? Octet is not satisfied. NO2, another oxygen I will write here. Okay, this is a 2 lone pair of electrons on the oxygen and 2 unpaired electron. We know that this is having just 2 electrons less than the octet. Again these 2 electrons are given towards the oxygen like this to form the coordinate bond. Okay, on the nitrogen 1 lone electron is there. This is what? 1 lone electron. Due to increased repulsion among the lone electron and bond pair of electrons, this bond angle decreases to what here? 134. Here the bond angle is what? 134 degree here. So what is the shape of the NO2 molecule here? It is having angular shape. It is having what? Angular shape. Okay. Now you can write the resonance structure of NO2 also. You can write it like this. Nitrogen. This is a 2 oxygen connected to the nitrogen. This is 1 lone electron is there here. Okay. Now these are 2 lone pair of electron. Here you have to write 6 electrons. Okay. Now you can give these electrons here, and these electrons are going to this one. Again you can write the resonance of NO2 molecule like this. Here you will get a single bond, oxygen. Next, this is 6 electrons. Again you will get a double bond here, oxygen. Here you have to write only 4 electrons, and this is lone electron on the nitrogen. And a very important point about the NO2 gas is nothing but it is being odd electron molecule. Octet is not satisfied over the central atom, that is nitrogen. Hence this NO2 molecule undergo dimerization to form a stable N2O4 molecule with the even number of electrons. Here in case of NO2, how many electrons are there? 17 electrons are there. These 17 electrons, these 2 times of NO2 molecule, they will undergo dimerization to form what? A single N2O4 molecule. Dimer is nothing but every 2 molecules of NO2 combined together to form a single molecule of N2O4. Now on dimerization, the number of electron become as what? 34. Odd number of electron become as what? Even number of electron. Unstable molecule become as what? Stable molecule. This is having a paramagnetic nature. This is a paramagnetic. Now it become as what? Dimagnetic. So in the NCERT they have given why NO2 undergo dimerization. Because NO2 contains odd number of electrons, hence it undergo dimerization to form a stable N2O4 molecule with even number of electrons. I will write that sentence here. You have to write that answer. So see here, even this NO2 gas is brown color. NO2 gas is what? Brown color, and on dimerization it become as what? Colorless. So all these points you have to remember, because in CET sometimes these are very helpful. Next one, why NO2 dimerizes? They will ask, because NO2 contains odd number of electrons, hence it undergo dimerization to form stable N2O4 molecule with even number of electrons. with even number of electrons. This is what your answer. Okay. Now I will write a structure of N2O4. So I will write N2O4 here. Okay. In this one, nitrogen, it has 3 unpaired electrons and 1 lone pair of electron. We will take 2 nitrogen here. This is a 2 unpaired electron and another unpaired electron and 1 lone pair of electron. Each nitrogen having 5 valence electron, out of that 3 unpaired and 1 lone pair, 3 unpaired and 1 lone pair, and these two undergo mutual sharing of electrons to form a sigma bond. Now we will add 2 oxygens, that is 4 oxygens we will add. So this side I will add oxygen, that is a 2 lone pair of electrons and 2 unpaired electrons. These two undergo mutual sharing to form a double bond between the nitrogen and oxygen like this. Next I will add another oxygen here, 2 lone pair and 2 unpaired. See, these are also unpaired electron and these are also unpaired electron. I can form a single bond between these two and single bond between these two, so that here I can form a double bond between the nitrogen and oxygen. Next one, if I want to add another 2 oxygens here. Okay. Now you see here 2 lone pair of electrons on the oxygen, 2 unpaired electron. Now I will write 2 lone pair of electrons on the oxygen and 2 unpaired electron. These unpaired electrons cannot be formed. These unpaired electrons cannot form bond with the paired electrons. So what we will do is, just this oxygen is having 2 electron less than the octet. So we will form what? A coordinate bond here, and there is a formation of what? Coordinate bond here. Okay. Now what happens? So that these 2 electrons are present in what? Bond pair. Now they become as bond pair. What is the formal charge on this oxygen? Negative. Formal charge on this oxygen is what? Negative. What is the formal charge on the nitrogen? How many bonds it is forming now? Yes, 4 bonds. So this is positive and this also what? Positive. Okay. So the maximum covalency of nitrogen is again 4 only. So just I will remove these electrons to avoid the confusion. We have done what? Coordinate bond with the help of pair of electrons here. You can write the resonance structure of this one like this. Remove these electrons here and these electrons are coming to this one, and we will write this is a nitrogen, it's a double bond oxygen, it's a single bond oxygen, and next it is a nitrogen. Next you will get a single bond here and you will get 6 electrons on the oxygen, and now you will get this as a double bond. Okay, 4 electrons. This also formal charge positive and this also what? Formal charge positive on the nitrogen. So here also the maximum covalency of nitrogen is 4 only. This is what the structure of N2O4. Next, the last one, N2O5. So this is dinitrogen pentoxide. This N2O5 is having the structure similar to that of N2O4 only. Just you have to introduce 1 oxygen between the 2 nitrogen here. I will write like this. This is nitrogen and this is nitrogen. Between 2 nitrogen you add 1 oxygen. Okay, and rest everything is same in case of N2O4. You add 2 oxygen to this nitrogen and 2 oxygen to this nitrogen. See here, this is unpaired electron of nitrogen, unpaired electron of the nitrogen. So remaining 2 unpaired electrons here, 2 unpaired electrons, and this is 1 lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen, 1 lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen, and this is unpaired electron on the oxygen atom and a pair of electrons on the oxygen atom. These two undergo mutual sharing of the electron and these two undergo what? Mutual sharing of electron. Now 1 oxygen is introduced between what? 2 nitrogen atom. Now you add another oxygen here. This oxygen, 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electrons. You can form another double bond between the nitrogen and oxygen. You add another oxygen here, 2 lone pair of electron and 2 unpaired electrons. So here also there is a formation of double bond. Still you have to add 2 oxygen because 5 oxygens are there. Now you add remaining oxygen like this. Okay, this is 4 lone pair of electrons, that is this oxygen is 2 lone pair of electrons and 2 unpaired electron. It is having just 2 electron less than octet, so that it will accept 2 electrons to complete the octet. By using these lone pair of electron, one coordinate bond is formed towards the oxygen. So that by using this lone pair of electron, another coordinate bond is formed towards another oxygen. So this is what the structure of N2O5. Its resonance structure can also be written like this. I'll write here. Okay. Simply what you have to do is you transfer these electrons to this one, this bond, and these bonded pair of electrons are going back to oxygen. Okay. Now you can write this is oxygen as it is, this nitrogen and this nitrogen. Okay. Now we will form a single bond here. It is like this. You will get a double bond here, oxygen and oxygen. Next, this is as it is, you will write this is oxygen with 6 electrons, and you will form a double bond with another oxygen here and another pair of electrons, 2 pair of electrons you have to write here. And this oxygen again, it is having what, 2 lone pair of electrons. Now what is the formal charge on the nitrogen here? Plus, and here also this is plus and this is plus. Already we know that whenever nitrogen forms a 4th bond, it gets a positive charge as the formal charge here. Okay. Next very important question in the NCERT they have asked here, what is the maximum covalency of the nitrogen in the N2O5? It may be N2O5, N2O3, N2O4, whatever it may be. The maximum covalency of nitrogen is what? 4 only. So in case of N2O5 also, it is forming 4 bonds here. So what happens here? Its maximum covalency is 4 here. They will ask one question, what is the maximum covalency of nitrogen in the N2O5? That is 4. That I will write here, maximum covalency of nitrogen in N2O5 is 4. Okay, this one you have to remember here. Okay, this N2O5, it is also having a planar structure because each atom is having a maximum of 3 sigma bonds only. For example, if you go for this nitrogen, 1 sigma bond, 2 sigma bond and 3 sigma bond. Already we know that any molecule up to 3 sigma bond, it is planar in the nature. This is what about the N2O5. Okay, these are the resonance structure. Better you write the valence electrons, that is using the Lewis dot symbol, then you form a bond with them and you will come to know easily. Okay, so this is what oxides of the nitrogen. What you have to concentrate is in this one, which are acidic, which are not acidic, which are neutral. Okay, their physical state, whether they are solid, liquid or gas, and whether they are diamagnetic or paramagnetic, why they undergo dimerization, all these things you have to concentrate in this one.